My name is Jauron Snead. I'm from Albany, Georgia, and I'm also a graduate of Albany State University, and I'm also a member of the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated.
Hold on, Mr. Snead. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but say that again. You are a member of what fraternity?
Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated.
Rude to the bros. So, so small world here. I
Right.
got another friend
There
that
you
I
go.
can add.
There you go.
All
There you go.
right, but continue, please.
Okay. Thank you so much for having us, Dwayne. And I also have here my fiance, who's also my business partner. She can peek in and show her here, Miss Tequila Williams. As you can see. So, yes, we started a black-owned watch company called J Marquel Watch Company. We've just surpassed our fifth year in this past May. And well, how J Marquel Watch Company came about, it came about out of frustration with me not being able to gain employment after graduation from Albany State University. It was just hard for me to gain employment, and I was just getting frustrated. And I just used to pray and ask God, "What is it that you have me to do?" So I used to sit outside on my ramp and just pray and just talk to God and ask Him, what is my talent? What is it that you want me to do? Um, so I used to just sit outside, and He gave me the vision for to have my own watch company. And what I did was I just like I say one day Tequila and I were at home, and I was venting, and she just sat there scrolling on her phone, and I'm thinking she's not listening to me. I'm thinking she's doing shopping or whatever. So after I got finished venting, she said, "Okay, in 5 years, what do you see yourself doing?" And I say, "You know what? I have my own watch company. The name of it would be J Marquel Watch Company." And she stopped and she looked. She said, "You know what? That's a good idea." And I like the name. The name J Marquel comes from my name, Jauron Marquel, my first name and my middle name. So after that, the next day we got excited. I got up and started doing my research. And from then on, J Marquel was born. But let me go back a little bit just to show, just to put this in. My grandmother gave me my first watch when I was in the eighth grade. So that what established the seed of J Marquel. And every year my grandmother would give me a watch. So and that watch, meant a lot to me because when I get dressed and get ready to go to school, that watch really accented my outfit. So that's how J Marquel Watch Company came about. So like I say, we started doing research and found that it was not a lot of black-owned watch companies that exist. If you look down now, quite a few of you who are wearing timepieces now, or know somebody that wear a timepiece, if you look down on their wrist, none of them are black-owned. So I felt it was a need for a black-owned watch company. So that's what I decided. So that's what we decided to do. And also, we also just decided, see how much, well, to contact a lot of people and let them know about our brand. So right now, we thank you for the opportunity to being able to share our story so that we can get our brand out there. Because see, we're still in the baby phase. We're still trying to network and make sure that everyone knows about J Marquel Watch Company. So we appreciate the opportunity for just sharing this platform, Dwayne. I think, can you hear me okay? Is
Oh
everything
yeah, you're
okay?
good.
Okay. I was just making sure. But other than that, that's how J Marquel Watch Company came about.
Perfect, perfect. Um, so being out of Albany, man, I mean, man, that's outstanding. So one of the things that we've been able to do over the last year with our expo, which we will be revisiting. I didn't announce it in the beginning, but we had a board meeting, and what we're going to do is push it for those that are probably interested in knowing, push it towards November this year, just because of there's a programming that I'm trying to get done through the city right now that I wanted to coincide with an expo this month. But the delay in that caused me to have to push back the expo. My point, though, is that that's definitely an opportunity I want to make sure that you're brought into, because we definitely, I know I haven't seen a black-owned watch company, personally, in person. So it is exciting for me to basically have that honor to have someone in the building presenting these timepieces. And as I saw Miss Christina Cheek mention, she's one of our brand ambassadors for the chamber here, and she mentioned, every good man needs a good timepiece. So, it goes without saying. Another and final thought that I had when I saw this, one of your pictures on Instagram focused on, the timepiece, a suited up gentleman, but he was holding a cigar. And so again, cigar, timepiece, a
Right,
good bourbon,
right,
all that goes hand in hand. So
right, right,
we got some collaboration opportunities that I think should happen.
okay.
Yeah.
Right, right. And I also just wanted to say, yeah, a man with a nice timepiece, a nice belt, and some nice shoes. You can never go wrong.
You're right. Accessorizing.
Yeah, there you
As,
go.
as, as my late John Witherspoon said, you got to coordinate. You got
You
to
got to
coordinate.
coordinate.
You
Got to
coordinate.
coordinate. Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna leave that with. All right. Well, is there anything else that you want to provide as far as how people can reach out? Because you went through your story, and I think it's outstanding. Just matter of fact, the seed of getting a watch every year, right?
Hmm.
Uh, that dropped the seed. It's just the little things, like even with the work that Miss Bullitt is doing and presenting, the little things that the youth will remember, and it imprints upon them as they get older, and they look back on the influence and influential people that inspired them with their next journey, their dream, because they're
Right,
familiar with what was given to them as youth. So I think that is monumental to have that. Go right ahead, though.
right. And I just wanted to say, and another reason for J Marquel Watch Company is also about inspiration, because I'm a victim of gun violence, going on my 33rd year of being uh of being paralyzed. I'm confined to a wheelchair. But I just want to let people see my story
Yeah.
so that they can be inspired. They're seeing me do it, then you can do it too. Step out on that faith. And it's been before I started J Marquel Watch Company. I was hesitant about starting it, but just pray, keep the faith, and just step out on faith. So if anybody out there who's thinking about starting their own business or whatever you have be, just step out on that faith, just get out of that shell and just do the research and get it going.
Yeah, absolutely. Said best. Definitely, we want to make sure that we're going to also be talking about building a speakers pool or speakers forum. I like the delivery, just like Ms. Bullard, gave your story. We want to make sure we elevate and give you all a platform. In the case, like I was talking about with the expo, one thing that went well over last year was our speakers forum that was in concert with the expo that was going on. And already through YouTube, I know I want to reach out to you all. I know the timing will be one of those things that really matters as far as you all schedules. But I think it's very important, Stephanie, Jauron, I think that you all to be a part of the expo in not only the expo capacity, talking about your platforms from a tabling standpoint, but also if it fits your schedule to be one of our presenters, respectively. So look forward to that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right. Anything else that you like to share?
Uh, Anything you want to share that you can think of? Uh, I think that was about it. I don't
Okay.
want to take up too much of your time.
Nah, you're good. You're good. You're always welcome.